Okay, welcome to set 4, everybody. We're going to jump right in. This one is going to go up to an octave above the 5th, which is what we start on. So we start on the 5th, now we're going an octave above the 5th. You might be tricked into thinking that this is the major scale right here. It's not the major scale. This is the raised 4th right here, but it's natural right here. Okay, so when we add the 4th on the going up, it's going to be a natural 4th. Okay, so this is just to I think the reason why Vincent Chikowitz put this note in here is just to hammer home the idea that you're playing one note the whole time. Okay, and you should be able to go up or down by just moving your fingers. So in this case, going to putting your second finger down. Nothing else changes. You don't change your embouchure, you don't change your air, you just blow through the sound flat out. Okay, so let's play set 4. Okay, now before we move on, I want to kind of illustrate a problem that I hear from a lot of students. When they go to that second note, they're going to change everything, and it sounds like this. And then when you get back to G, you're all messed up. Okay, so that's why you got to be really, really particular about playing in tune the whole time, because if you're not playing in tune, you're probably doing something weird with your face. Okay, really, we're trying to play these without moving anything on our face. We're just blowing the air through the horn, moving our fingers, and the sound's coming out really nice and sparkly and energetic. Okay, so here's measure 2. Measure 3. Now, one thing you may have been noticing is that I'm closing my eyes when I'm playing this. I want you guys to get to the point where you have these memorized, and they are so ingrained into you. They're part of your soul. They're burned into your brain, and you can sing them in your head while you're playing. We have to have a strong mental concept of what we want our sound to be in order for that to actually happen on the trumpet, okay? And so when you're playing these, if you're trying to read and decipher the notes, okay, that is going to detract from that mental picture that you have hopefully built inside of your head. You have to really know how these are supposed to go intuitively before they start to work, okay? So the whole purpose of this video is really for my private students, so they can do the nitty-gritty detail work of learning the notes and the fingerings at home, and then when we get into a lesson, then all we're doing is we're trading sounds. Okay, we're not trying to just trade notes on a page. We're trading sounds, and hopefully the student's trying to mimic what I'm doing, and hopefully I'm giving a good enough example that it's beneficial for the student to mimic what I'm doing. But that only happens when we get past the notes and the little black dots on the page, okay? Those are really quite meaningless. The sound is what we're after. So this whole video series is coming from the idea of doing a flipped classroom. You know, you guys might have a math teacher who does the lecture via video at home, and you guys, for homework, watch the lecture, and then you come do the homework in the class. That's the idea behind this. You're going to play back and forth with me as many times as possible, and then when you get into a lesson or a real-world situation, you just play these. You know how they go, okay? So enough ranting. Here's measure 4. Okay, and measure 5 now, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We're in the key of A flat for this one. sure you guys can see the next one. Yeah, it looks like you can. Okay, so we're on this one right here. This is the key of G. Again, for me, a lot of my struggles come on low notes, so I'm just trying to work those out. And you can kind of hear how that sound gets airy. So if that's you, be particular about it. Stop the video and really play these slow and get the best possible sound you can. I'm going to move ahead, though. So we're on the key of G flat now, last measure. All right. And I'll see you guys on the next one is set 5.